is News 3 Now at 6.
Another person, this time a 17-year-old, is in police custody for the murder of 11-year-old Anissa Scott.
Adam Duxer joins us now live from Madison's east side with the latest on this third arrest. Adam?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, police say 17-year-old Jerry Ward was in the same car as Perrion Carrion and Andre Brown when the three opened fire on the vehicle. 11-year-old Anissa Scott was in. Today, police say they have all three in custody.
I and the entire city mourn the passing of Anissa Scott, a life taken too soon by senseless gun violence. We have to work together to end gun violence in our city, our state, and our nation.
Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway opened a press briefing today by remembering 11-year-old Anissa Scott, who was shot and killed on Madison's east side just 9 days ago. Today, police announcing another breakthrough in the case.
This morning, I can announce that we've made a third arrest in connection with Anissa's killing.
Interim Police Chief Vic Wall says 17-year-old Jerry Ward was arrested yesterday in relation to a looting incident in the 600 block of State Street last May. But today, Ward faces additional charges of first-degree homicide and attempted first-degree homicide as party to a crime. Wall says despite the arrest, gun violence remains a major issue in Madison.
Gun violence continues to be the #1 issue for MPD and for our people. It's the surge, the numbers, the problems that we've seen this summer are really unprecedented, and we continue to devote all of our resources to resolving them.
In addition, Wall connected the rise in gun violence to a rise in stolen cars, saying most of the stolen cars they see end up linked to shots fired cases. Tonight, along with the announcement of the arrest, he's asking everyone to be more careful.
Most of the burglary cases we see, entries are made through open doors or unlocked doors, and all too often vehicles that are stolen have keys in the car and are left unlocked.
Now, Wall says he believes the car that Ward, Carrion, and Brown were riding in on August 11th was stolen too, but he says he believes these are the only three men who will be arrested for this shooting. Ward will make an initial appearance in Dane County Court tomorrow afternoon.
Adam Duxer live on the east side. Adam, thank you. A new video now of a memorial for Anissa Scott. This is on East Washington at Lexington Avenue, the area where that shooting took place last Tuesday. There are candles, balloons, stuffed animals, and a red monster truck. Handwritten messages read, "Long live Anissa, and your name will forever live on." Saturday morning, there will be a celebration of her life. A unity march from the Capitol to Breese-Stevens Field. The family will arrive at 10:45, escorted by local police and a local motorcycle club. Pastors will offer prayers around 11 a.m., and State Representative Sheila Stubbs will present city and state proclamations. Anissa's casket will be carried in a monster truck, something she loved. And we'll have complete coverage on News 3 Now and live stream of funeral services on our Channel 3000 Facebook page.
To weather now, hotter this weekend. Let's check your first warn forecast with meteorologist Chris Reese.
Yeah, that's indeed the case. We've seen these temperatures increase by a couple degrees just about each and every single day. Today's highs topped out into the lower 80s, just like they did yesterday. But then you look your way up towards central Wisconsin. Wautoma was at 86. La Crosse was also at 86. This is just a sign of some of the things to come. We've since begun to cool down. We're now beyond the peak heating of the day. We're seeing temperatures at 79. Winds are still out of the south at about anywhere between 8 to 10 miles per hour. Dew points are into the upper 50s as well, so we're seeing an increase in humidity, but it's still not all that bad. Once you start to get your dew points into the mid and upper 60s, that's when you truly begin to feel some of the moisture in the atmosphere. That may be the case as we move into next week. For now, enjoy the afternoon. We're going to see those temperatures gradually fall down into the 70s and then eventually through the 60s and into the upper 50s for those overnight lows. We don't have any rain in sight as we go through the evening or really beyond the next couple of days. This will only add to the drought conditions that we're starting to see across the upper Midwest. That makes it a little bit difficult to believe that 2 years ago on this day, we saw some historic rainfall numbers. We will continue to compare this August to the August of last year, to 2 years ago, to what a normal August would look like in terms of rainfall going throughout the show.
Chris, thank you. Fitchburg police have arrested 2 people believed to be involved in the break-in and shots fired incident that happened in Cross Plains yesterday morning. 17-year-old Kaiwan Harvey of Marshall and 18-year-old Kitwan Richardson of Fitchburg were both arrested after they reportedly eluded police in a stolen Toyota Highlander. We told you yesterday about the burglary. Officials say intruders used a garage door opener they found in an unlocked car to get inside, and the homeowner confronted them, firing a handgun into the air. The suspects fired back. Fitchburg police say after tracking the vehicle and attempting 2 traffic stops, they later found the teens entering an apartment building on Post Road near Leopold Elementary School and arrested them.
To our coronavirus headlines now. Wisconsin health officials confirm more than 750 new COVID-19 cases in the past day. That's a noticeable increase from yesterday's case count of 613. In total, there have been more than 68,000 confirmed cases. About 12% of those are still active. The positivity rate in the past day is at 7.5%. The 7-day average sits at 8%. 6 more people have died and another 39 people have been hospitalized. Well, for the first time, the city of Madison will be installing 14 secure ballot drop boxes. The boxes are expensive at just over $50,000 for all 14, and the city is using grant money to pay for them. They'll look similar to the boxes the city of Monona added this year, and there are multiple benefits to using them. Voters can submit their ballot without having to interact with other people amid the pandemic. They can avoid sending ballots through the mail and worrying if they will arrive in time to be counted. City officials are emphasizing the drop boxes will be secure.
We're working out the security logistics with City of Madison Planning, and we will have couriers pick up the ballots each day with a chain of custody form and deliver the ballots to the clerk's office daily. Just like at our absentee voting sites and the ballot drop-off sites where you're handing your ballot over to a person.
The locations of the 14 drop boxes are still being determined, but they should be installed by October. Once you drop your ballot at one of the boxes, the clerk's office scans a barcode on the label that you can then track on myvote.wi.gov to verify that your ballot was received and is ready to be counted.
Kanye West will not appear as an independent candidate for president on Wisconsin ballots. In the last half hour, the State Elections Commission voted 5-1 that since his nomination papers were not submitted by the 5 p.m. deadline earlier this month, the rapper should not be listed on a ballot. During the meeting, commissioners questioned staff who were in the office receiving those nomination papers, asking them about the exact time those were brought in, numbered, and organized as required, and then handed over. It's the last night of the Democratic National Convention tonight. Amy Reed, live in studio to show us what we'll be watching for tonight. Amy?
Tonight's the night Joe Biden will formally accept the nomination for the Democratic Party. Last night, we saw this with his running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, as she made history being the first woman of color to get the VP nomination on a major party ticket. Throughout this convention, we've seen Democrats trying to appeal to everyday Americans, including them often in the program. And speakers have continuously hit on why they say this election comes down to the morality of the nation. We heard that again today from the Obama-era Attorney General.
Dr. King said that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. But it doesn't bend on its own. It only bends when people like you put their hands on that arc and pull it towards justice. And so each of you needs to ask yourselves, what is it you can do between now and November the 3rd to pull that arc towards justice?
Here's a look at some of the speakers tonight. We've got quite a few former Democratic hopefuls: Senator Cory Booker, Pete Buttigieg, Andrew Yang, and Mike Bloomberg. Not on there is Senator Tammy Baldwin, who will also speak tonight. Those speeches start at 8, and tonight on News 3 Now at 10, we'll show you the key moments of the night.
Amy, thank you. President Trump made a campaign stop in Pennsylvania today, just outside Joe Biden's hometown of Scranton, PA. The visit comes hours before Biden is scheduled to accept the Democratic Party's nomination. The president's in-person event is designed to draw a contrast with Biden's largely virtual campaign.
Governor Evers is requesting $150,000 in federal grant money to pay for a new statue on the Capitol grounds and replace the ones protesters tore down in June. $100,000 of the grant money would go toward a new statue of civil rights icon and Wisconsin's first black Secretary of State, Val Phillips. She would be the first person of color honored with the statue at the Capitol. The remaining $50,000 would be used to restore the Forward statue and statue of Civil War hero and abolitionist Colonel Hans Christian Haig.
Still ahead at 6, a Do Something Good story, and a local pet resort has found a new activity for its visitors, paying tribute to the canceled Olympic Games. Stay with us.
Wow, is that really me?
Here, I don't look 61 in 3 weeks. I have no wrinkles, no bags, and this is only because of Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Plexiderm is a wonderful product. I look at least 10 years younger.
It's a facelift in a jar.
The people you're watching have just seen themselves in the mirror for the first time since we applied Plexiderm to their problem areas. Their reactions are real, and so are the results from using Plexiderm. What's even more amazing is that it takes less than 10 minutes. Now you can watch your under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet visibly disappear for just $14.95 by going to plexidermtrial.com and taking the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
This is really good. This is, I'm going to fill my bathtub with this stuff and get the whole body this time. All these lines are gone. I feel like a new woman.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. At our $14.95 price, it's the best time to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself. So if under-eye bags make you look tired and older, take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge today for only $14.95. Just go to plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
A man flying kites in Madison is doing something good without even knowing it. A viewer called us to tell us about a man who creates large kite displays in Northeast Park. That's just southwest of Prairie Lake Shopping Mall in Sun Prairie. They say he's bringing people happiness, and they've been stopping to take pictures. That man is Ed Grease. He's retired and flies kites for fun. He says the kites also entertain people when they're taking a walk, especially since there's not much to do during the pandemic.
Well, in the winter, I make and sew kites, and during the summer I can fly them. And there's something spiritual about making something that will fly and in an invisible medium. It's the wind, and you don't see it, but it's doing all kinds of neat things with the kites that you make.
Ed says he's been flying kites for 60 years and was surprised to hear people are noticing and actually thanking him for what he does.
A local pet care center paying tribute to one of the many events canceled due to the pandemic.
We always enjoy doing dog activities with our day camp dogs, trying to make it fun for them, doing different activities. And we thought, what a better activity this summer than doing the Doggy Olympics, since the actual Olympics aren't going on this year.
Well, the Camp Canine Pet Care Center, that's near East Town Mall, held a competition between 16 large breed dogs and 12 little ones. After a torch lighting ceremony, the pups competed in high jump, sprint, and diving events. The general manager says staff took a lot of additional photos today to show the dog owners all the fun. Gold, silver, and bronze medals were awarded.
A new mural on Madison's Monroe Street is catching the eye of many passers-by. Artist Leobuff Swacco and UW-Madison graphic designs professor Enrique Marti teamed up to paint this mural on the Lauer Realty Group building on Monroe Street. The artists say they wanted to represent their South American and Latin American cultures in the painting. The mural took 2 weeks to paint. It was funded with a grant through the city of Madison as well as the Lauer Realty Group.
Still ahead at 6, Madison police are cracking down on speeding and racing along East Washington Avenue. We'll hear what's being done. That's next. And calm and sunny weather sticks around. This weekend a little hotter. There will be some shower chances. Chris Reese with your First Warn forecast. That's next.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Big Deal refrigerator sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Mr. Cooper, Steinhoffel's is dangerously overstocked. You and your sales team must liquidate over $3 million in furniture immediately. This will be the biggest and best warehouse sale in our history. Here is just a fraction of the furniture that needs to be sold at all costs during Steinhoffel's warehouse sale. But warning, this sale will self-destruct on Sunday, and Steinhoffel's will disavow any knowledge of prices this low. Good luck, Michael.
What happens now? Now that the rent's due, but they've cut your pay. Now that the virus has cost lives, but your health care costs too much. Now that our president has had months, but he still doesn't have a plan. What happens now? Joe Biden knows how to lead through a crisis because he's done it before. When our economy was on the verge of collapse, Joe Biden led the largest economic stimulus in a generation and saved millions of jobs. Now Joe Biden is ready to lead us through this crisis. He knows rebuilding our economy starts with fighting the virus, increasing testing, getting more protective gear for healthcare workers, and calling for mask mandates nationwide. As president, he'll get working families back on their feet by lowering healthcare costs and helping small businesses recover. So what happens now? We elect a president who will build back better.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Drunk? No way. That's crazy. Do that? Do that? Do that? Drunk? Dude, that would be really crazy.
Madison police are cracking down on speeding and what they're calling drag racing on a stretch of East Washington Avenue. Melissa Kim joins us live from there to tell us how big of a problem this has become for people living there and the steps Madison police are taking. Melissa?
Well, hi, Eric. You know, this has been an ongoing problem for quite some time now. I actually spoke to someone who used to live here on East Wash, and she said that every time she would try to cross the street on the crosswalk, cars would actually speed up instead of slowing down. It got to be so bad that she actually moved out of this neighborhood, and that's a sentiment that a lot of people living here share. According to Madison police, they've gotten 101 complaints so far this year about dangerous driving on this stretch of East Wash. That's compared to the 50 they got in all of last year. So now more officials are getting involved. That includes the city's traffic engineering division. They're handing out more citations, putting up message boards and signs that don't allow cars to turn in certain areas known to be high racing areas. And this past weekend was the first time the city did all of those efforts. And so far, this response has been positive.
We get that voluntary compliance so people will realize, hey, this is not what I should, I can be out here on a Friday and Saturday night enjoying myself and socializing, but maybe I'll keep my speeds a little bit more under control. Maybe I won't rev my engine or squeal my tires in a residential area because I know it's having an impact on the people that live there.
And if you're driving on East Wash now, you'll definitely notice a lot more of these signs, a lot more of these orange barriers everywhere you're driving down this stretch here. We're in between 1st and 2nd right here. And according to Lieutenant Fiore, this extra enforcement and extra effort will go on every weekend through September.
All right, Melissa Kim, live on the East Side. Melissa, thank you.
New at 6, a young girl in Madison could soon have her art seen by millions. Middle schooler Ocean Buter took first place in Wisconsin's Google for Doodle competition, beating out thousands. Her winning design, inspired by her love of animals and vegetarianism, will now go on to compete on a national level. The young artist's mom couldn't be more proud and says Ocean's creative force is clear.
It's been really fun to watch, and it seems undeniable. There's no reason in my mind to not encourage her. Clearly, it's something she's built to do, and want to give her, every support possible.
Should Ocean take first place at Nationals, she will be awarded a college scholarship, and her masterpiece will be featured on Google's homepage. If you want to help bring Ocean one step closer to finals, you can vote for her design at doodleforgoogle.com.
Well, we turn now to weather. Chris Reese joining us to look at our full forecast, which has quite the warm-up coming our way.
Yeah, it has the warm-up and not much in the way of rain either, which is a big part of why things have been dry. In fact, we're already starting to see true drought conditions showing up in parts of the state, especially western Wisconsin right now, abnormally dry, and we're starting to see moderate drought really inch into the border. Now, this is quite a change this August as opposed to 2 years ago. Normally, by August 20th, we've seen a little over 2 inches of rainfall in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, so far, we've only seen a little over an inch of rain. This compares all the way back to that historic day 2 years ago where we saw widespread flash flooding throughout parts of Dane County where they had more than 8 inches of rain by August 20th. Right now, we are truly hard-pressed to find any kind of appreciable rainfall out there, though there have been some showers throughout parts of the North Woods earlier on. There's a weak front just towards our north that's gradually trying to work its way southward, but as it runs into the dry air that we have in place, it's not really able to work with what we've got. We're also going to watch this next system that's getting ready to come our way. It is out over the Gulf of Alaska right now, spinning in to this part of the country. That's going to kick a couple features into motion that eventually sends a cold front our way. Here we are Friday night at 11 o'clock. Turn to the northern sky at that point. We'll watch a cold front sliding in. That will touch off a couple of showers and thunderstorms overnight Saturday and into your Sunday. There's not a lot of moisture to work with, but nonetheless, that's one of the better chances that we have. The real weather pattern that we're getting ready to go into is going to be one that features a lot of heat. The tropics will actually have a lot to do with that. We're watching Tropical Depression 13 and 14 closely. These will be the two that have the potential to impact the United States shoreline as of now. And as they do so, that's actually going to directly impact our weather here in Wisconsin. The reason for it, here's our big ridge of heat back across the south and west right now. This area of low pressure in the Aleutian Islands, this would be a cool down for us. But as the tropical systems start to work their way in from the south, what we're going to end up dealing with is this dome of high pressure is not able to go anywhere but backwards. It's going to force this area of low pressure up and over this ridge of heat. And then as the tropical systems work their way in, this ridge of heat only gets stretched and squeezed and sends warmer temperatures our direction. It is with that we're talking a heat wave into next week. So for now, enjoy comfortable temperatures overnight tonight. We're cooling down to 60. Tomorrow, we're going to be at 85 for those afternoon highs. Winds are going to be strong as they come out of the south. And then into Saturday, we'll see at least that chance for those showers and thunderstorms popping up into the afternoon and evening. But here's that extended forecast for you. Sunshine all the way around for the most part, but there are 90s showing up for the middle of next week, and it's possible that we even have to warm those temperatures up beyond where they are right now. We're going to be watching that closely throughout the weekend and for the rest of today.
And coming up in sports, day 5 of training camp had a different feel to it in Green Bay. Why it was a surreal experience for the Packer rookies. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stock up during the Hy-Vee brand sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. That's right, earn a 1-cent fuel saver on hundreds of Hy-Vee products across the store. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
Keep your outdoor gatherings dry or out of the sun with Shelter Logic at Menards. This 10 by 20 canopy provides excellent protection from the elements and is built with durable steel. Pick it up now for $79.99 after 11% rebate. Protect your boats and campers with RV and Marine Anti-Freeze. It has superior burst-proof protection down to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. $199 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Fry Construction is celebrating their 25-year anniversary, which means big savings on home repairs and improvements. No job is too small or too big, and your safety is always our concern. Respected in the industry and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. And now, for a limited time, save 25% off gutters or insulation with a full roof, siding, or windows project. Visit fryconstruction.com and get inspired for your next home improvement. Contact us today.
Gobin Cars grand opening sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Gobin Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
As the weather gets warmer, get outside and see all the beauty Wisconsin has to offer. And let Meineke get you there safely. Make an appointment and save $20 on any oil change package. Prices starting as low as $14.99. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help.
It's the Hy-Vee brand sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. Get eggs for 69 cents, bread for 79 cents, pasta sauce for 88 cents, and peanut butter for just 99 cents. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Hy-Vee.
Many students depend on meals provided by schools, and Madison offers free meal sites. So why are only a small fraction of families taking advantage of the service? And how could it impact virtual learning? On the next News 3 Now this morning.
Our guys got to understand and adapt to a new environment. And hey, at the end of the day, it's still football. Whether we're out on Nitschke or we're inside Lambeau, it's still football.
It may still be football, but going from the normal practice field to Lambeau Field is a little eye-opening for guys who haven't stepped foot there before. And that was the case today for the rookies. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur moved practice to Lambeau to help get his team ready for what they'll be playing in on September 20th, an empty stadium. Now, the little field trip might not mean much to the veterans, but for the rookies, today was pretty cool.
And being out there in Lambeau today was awesome. To me, I was excited. I was ready to go, but I've also never played in Lambeau with, a packed house. So, but for me, it was surreal being down there.
It was awesome just coming out of the tunnel and seeing it. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. But, finally getting the first practice in there, it was a crazy feeling.
Game 1 of the playoffs wasn't much fun for the Bucks, but after a day of correcting their mistakes, Milwaukee's ready and locked in for Game 2.
I think the mindset is good. We know we've got to be better. Lots of areas, defensively, offensively. It's great. This is a competitive group. They get a chance to go out and compete, and that's how they're built. So I think the mindset is good.
A mindset more than good. Game 2 already underway. Bucks and Magic tipped off at 5, and unlike Game 1, Milwaukee looks every bit of that 1 seed. Bucks up 21 at halftime. Steve Stricker birdied 3 of his first 6 holes, ran into a bogey stretch, but then finished strong, birdieing 3 of his final 6 holes at the Charles Schwab Series. Strick sits tied for 11th, 7 shots under, 7 shots off the lead, too. Jerry Kelly is at 5 under.
All right. I'm still waiting for that Fortnite competition.
We'll get there.
It's got to come. Okay, thank you.
And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.